In this video, we'll learn all the perfect foods you will have to eat to have the tastiest juice for your couple. In general, your juice has a salty and slightly bitter taste. Nevertheless, this taste can vary according to the individual, his rhythm of life, as well as according to the composition of the juice and the food ingested. In the latter is an enormous factor in changing its taste. So watch this video until the end to learn the 8 foods to eat for producing a good tasting juice. Number 1. A customizable flavor. The taste of your juice contains 90% protein, mineral salts, and fructose, which gives a slightly bitter or even salty scent. However, your juice may be slightly sweet depending on its sugar concentration. Similarly, when too much protein is concentrated in your juice, it can change its taste, smell, and color. When this happens, you will notice yellow juice with a very strong and pungent smell and taste. Your juice can also be very bitter. Alcohol, tobacco, or substance abuse can affect the juice's smell, color, and taste, and makes it pungent, something that neither partner wants. It's better to avoid them to have a great night. Similarly, the frequency of your releases can have an impact on the smell of your juice. So, when your intercourse and self-pleasure are too far apart, your juice components will oxidize to give the magic substance a pungent and unpleasant taste. Yes, it can also taste sweet. Depending on your diet, your juice may become softer. Indeed, some foods and lifestyles reduce your juice's bitter and salty sides to make it softer and sweeter. Following an oral release, there is no danger in swallowing that juice since its composition is totally digestible. However, it is important to remember that juice is one of the bodily fluids that transmit diseases and infections. Therefore, if you are unsure of your partner's health status, it is advisable to refrain from swallowing those juices. Also, ensure proper hygiene since it can transmit viruses, such as herpes for example. Is it healthy to swallow that special juice? The nutritional value of juice is particularly interesting since it includes many vitamins and minerals, such as proteins, zinc, fructose, and cholesterol. There is even a rumor that your juice may have as much vitamin C as an orange. But the benefits of your juice don't just stop at nutrients. A study done in 2002 found that oral release at the end of an intimate encounter without condoms would help women with depression. Another study in 2014 was also able to determine that pregnant women in contact with juices could allow them to avoid preeclampsia, or otherwise called toxemia of pregnancy. A serious pathology of hypertension generally appears in the second half of pregnancy. Your juice can help her from getting older because a lot of its main protein is beneficial to her skin. Number 2. Healthy fruits. Among the foods that improve the taste are most citrus fruits such as nectarines, oranges, pineapples, or mangoes. Everyone knows that pineapple will work some magic, but lemons, plums, blueberries, kiwis, and cranberries, which help with pH levels, will work just as well. Number 3. Spice it up. Mint, parsley, and tea also make your juices tastier. Cinnamon is highly recommended across the board. Find ways to slip it in your diet. Things like in your coffee or a dash in your cooking. More generally, spices will also tend to give flavor to your juice. Hydration is also essential, so drink enough water. Dehydration will reduce the amount of your juice fluid, making it way saltier than it needs to be. Number 4. Prepare beforehand. Food takes 24 to 48 hours to digest, so make sure you apply this diet between 24 and 48 hours before she swallows your juice. But as you can see, foods that make sperm taste better are generally good for your body, so we recommend consuming more of these products. This way, you not only make it more enjoyable for her, but you are also healthier. Number 5. Avoid eating strong flavors. Be careful when dealing with dairy products because they can worsen your juice's taste, such as cabbage, asparagus, or even onions, whose very particular taste can tend to be found in your toilet a few hours after eating. It's not just dairy products, cigarettes, coffee, and chocolate are also not welcome for optimal flavor. Some experts aren't sure if drinking fruit juice in the hours before a release is a good idea. Preparation time and long-term dietary changes have been shown to alter taste, and you and your partner will know the difference instantly. Yet, despite the most troubling research, ice cream doesn't change the taste of your juice significantly enough to incorporate it into your diet. It would therefore seem that the taste of your juice can vary depending on the diet of the person in question. As a general rule, it should be remembered that fruits and citrus contribute to making it tastier. On the contrary, certain vegetables and dairy products are not recommended not to digest your partner at the time of release. It's good to know before it happens. And if that doesn't happen too often, it may be due to erectile problems. If you want to know for sure, take our short quiz in the description and you'll have the answer in less than 5 minutes. Number 6. Pills. Celery is high in vitamin C and flushes out some of the salty taste, not to mention the negative calories. Stock up your fridge with this snack. Even if big pharmaceuticals haven't totally jumped on the bandwagon, plenty of companies have gone ahead and made pills to make a better flavor out of it. Healthy eating will benefit you in the long run, not just your cocktail. Make sure you have your annual checkups and be aware that medication will also alter things, but don't stop your meds just to have candy-flavored juices. Just balance it with other things. Number 7. Sweeten it up. To sweeten the taste of your juice, you have 2 solutions. Consume more sweet-tasting foods by including more fruit in your daily diet, such as pineapple, plums, nectarines, mangoes, and even papaya. You should have sweeter-tasting sperm if you consume enough of it, at least once a day. Consume foods that will reduce the pungent flavor. Just like in cooking, when a flavor is too present, you can try to rebalance the dish by adding flavors that will reduce the overly pronounced taste. To remove this astringent taste a little, you can eat these foods: parsley, as well as acidic foods like grapefruit, lemon, or orange. Opt for foods or food supplements rich in antioxidants. Certain elements such as zinc are antioxidants, thus reducing the oxidative stress of cells, but also protein oxidation. So, if you take in oxidant-rich supplements, you might be able to cut down on the smell of your juice. Number 8. A quick hack. Have intimacy or self-stimulate more often. One of the reasons that can lead to the pungent smell of your juice via the oxidation of it is the absence of having a proper release. Indeed, in this way, the juice can be stored for a long time and can then change the smell, color, and taste. By self-estimation or having frequent intercourse, you will allow your juice to renew itself and prevent its smell from being too strong and its taste from being too pungent. Be careful, however. Intimate activity or too many releases in general can also change the way it looks. It can also lead to low-grade releases, so you will then have to find a happy medium between too much and not enough. The taste, smell, and color of your juice can be different from one person to the next. In general, the juice is relatively bitter and salty. However, that juice can be very acrid with a poor lifestyle or infrequent releases. It is still possible to modify its taste to give it a slightly sweet flavor by eating fruits or acidic foods. It's not a good idea to eat certain meals just before bed. Similar to how you may not want to eat anything if you finally had the opportunity to kiss someone, you might not want to eat it if you finally got the chance to give her your juices. Don't eat anything you wouldn't eat on a date the night before. Consuming garlic, onion, asparagus, or broccoli will cause your release to have an intense taste. Use the same principle for a better taste. If it's bad for your breath, it's a definite no. None of these unhealthy foods will make your juice more attractive to a woman. Improve your diet and health to make your love juice more delicious. Alcohol, cigarettes, and a lack of physical exercise are all toxins that will alter the flavor of your juice. Processed juice doesn't compare to the flavor of unprocessed juice. Diet also impacts your physical health. This can lead to a more serious problem than the taste of your juice. Find out in the video at the top left what are the best foods to be in great shape and become muscular.